Like the list data type that has items that correspond to an index number, each of a string's characters also correspond to an index number, starting with the index number 0. If my string is Jordan is 10, you can see that J has index number 0, and so it continues. You will also notice that the spaces have their own index numbers as well. Using this string, let's now say that we would like to print the fourth character of the string. The output comes out as an A, and indeed A is the fourth character in this index. Sometimes we have a very long string and we want to pinpoint an item towards the end. What we can then do is we can count backwards from -1. So for example, the S will be -4. What we've now said is we need to print the character -4, and if we run this, you can now see it is indeed the letter S. What we can also do is we can call out a range of characters from the string. So we just want to say I have the word Jordan. We can then say print part of the string from index 0 to index 6. And if we then run this, you'll see it will now pull out Jordan. We can do this by creating a slice of the original. This is a sequence of characters within an original string. With slices, we can call multiple character values by creating a range of index numbers separated by the colon over here. You don't have to start with index 0. So for example, I've said go from 5 to 6, and here is what the output is. And you might say, but 6 isn't there, but it is. Remember, it's a space. When we slice the strings, we are actually creating substrings. These are essentially a string that exists within another string. This means that this output of Jordan is a substring of Jordan is 10. If we want to include either end of a string, we can omit one of the numbers in the string, either the 0 if it was at the beginning, or the -1 if it was at the end. So I could delete this 0, and if we now run this, you will notice that it has started at index 0 and it goes to character 6. If we want to print a substring that starts in the middle of the string, so for example character 7, and we go to the end, we can omit the end bit. And if we run this, you will notice that the second bit, 7 to the end, is 10. String slicing can accept a third parameter in addition to the two index numbers. The third parameter specifies the stride, which means how many characters to move forward after the first character is retrieved from that string. So with stride 1, which is default, it's going to go each letter, which gives us the word Jordan. When we change the stride to 2, you will notice that it now skips a character or one of the indexes. So it will go J, it will go to the second next character, which is the letter R, and then it will go 2 more, which is the letter A, and then it will reach the end. So the stride is how many times it must skip. Remember, by default, if we don't type in anything, it will be 1. Let's now say we would like to have the stride of 4 on our whole string. So what we can now write is, we could have written 0 to whatever the end was, or remember, if we omit something, that means from the beginning to the end, and with stride 4. So when we run this, we get JAS. So in essence, it has taken the first J, it has skipped 3, and then given us the A. It has skipped another 3 and given us the next one, which is S. and it skipped another 3 and there's no more characters left. Of course, you could do this in reverse as well, starting at -1. If we include a negative number for the stride, then what we in essence are doing is we are printing everything backwards.